Sunshine 101.9 FM, Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
101.9 FM. Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
Tell everybody, tell everybody. Sunshine 101.9 FM, Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Well, it's a lovely afternoon. Well, my name is Niai Solomon, and guess what? I'm here with... Well, I'm here with what? Priscilla.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, you're listening to Roots and Route, and this afternoon we are about to take you on an amazing journey.
An exciting one, and I hope you're ready to move with us.
Well, yeah, you have to move with us because you know what? There is no other place and there's no other show to listen to this afternoon but Roots and Route. Well, this is your number one travel and tourism show in the whole Ghana. Yes.
Bringing you destination stories to life.
So, your week.
Well, my week has been exciting, very busy, but exciting. And I'm very excited to be here, and I hope our listeners are today.
Yeah. I am super excited as well. It's been
and happy to see you too. Last week, you were enjoying yourself somewhere.
I was actually on a trip with some people from Hungary, and we did a lot of travel, but we are happy to be here. So today on the show, we have an amazing person we'll be speaking to. Today, we are actually going to delve into issues of tech in the travel and hospitality space. You know, we really want to understand some of the issues that you have to go through, you know, the tech issues. You know, like Chris, like when people are traveling, they don't want to deal with the tech, you know, issues. So we'll talk about the tech issues and all of that in the tourism and hospitality space. We shall be speaking to Mr. Simon Hugo, who is an amazing guy. Charlie, this guy is doing great stuff, you know.
You don't want to miss out on Sam Hugo, so...
And then also from then we'll come back and do our destination deep dive.
Oh, today you really want to stay tuned to listen to our destination dive today, because we're bringing you all the amazing places in Ghana and Africa.
What are we doing today?
Today we're doing the
Mognari.
Mogmari. Mognari Eco Village.
I got you on that one.
Yeah, but my R is on point.
We're doing the what? Try again.
Mognari Eco Village. Please don't listen to me. Ni is trying to put me in a
Yeah. You see, so today we'll be talking about the Mognari Eco Village in the Savannah region.
Yes, Mognari Eco Village. It's near the Mali National Park in the northern part of Ghana.
Well, a friend of mine told me that, you know what, the amazing part of the show I love so much is when you play those indigenous Ghanaian music. Yeah.
Legends and stories.
Yeah, so you can join the conversation today. Well, we would be very happy if you can also share some of your travel experience with us. You know, like what is the place you've gone to that, Charlie, you cannot forget about? You can do that on 0544 321019 or on 0303 956 641. Let me go over it again. You can join the conversation on 0544 321019 or on 0303 956641. Share with us some nice place you have gone to and that you really love and you
really want us to talk about.
Oh yeah. Just share that with us. Or for those of you who are also wondering, wherever you are in the world, you can also listen to us on www.zmultimedia.com, and we will be very happy to connect with you. So, well, let's go into our first indigenous Ghanaian song, and we are going to listen something from Wolome.
You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM. Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio. You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM. Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio. You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM. Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio. Z 101.9 FM.
Well, that is coming from Wulome, and that's an amazing song. And I know that Priscilla, you actually love the song too. Yeah.
I do. I love how, how indigenous it is, and to be celebrating something that is ours.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And I think that, like when you even talk about tourism and of course hospitality, one of the things we cannot forget about is music and the role it has played generally in promoting tourism destinations.
Absolutely. In the past, I think that in the past, music is one of the things that we thrive on as a tourist attraction with our, legends like Osibisa, Mactonto, them traveling around the world to showcase Ghana.
What will shock you is that my recent trip with these Hungarian people, they knew Osibisa more than me. I'm telling you, there were songs they asked me to Google and were playing on the trip.
Fire.
And I was blown away. There were songs I didn't even know.
There's so many beautiful songs by Osibisa. I think last week we played quite a number of them. The Coffee, Oja, Welcome Home, which is very, very popular. Celebration, Sunshine Day, Woyaye.
Like these are people, man, timeless. And Osibisa, Wulome, these are the guys that are making or flying the flag of Ghana high. and making people to know about our destination. So today, what destination are we talking about?
Today we are talking about Mognori Eco Park, Eco Village. It's a small community that's located near the Moli National Park in northern Ghana. And it is an ecotourism initiative which provides our visitors with an immersive experience of traditional Gonja culture and the natural environment. And then let me tell you, the best shea butter, the best authentic shea butter in Ghana comes from Mognori Eco Village. So the next time you are in the northern region, make sure you find your way to the Mognori Eco Village for some authentic shea butter. We own shea butter, you know. Everybody buys shea butter from Ghana and then transform it into other things. The village offers activities such as canoe safaris on the Moli River, which is guided by village tours, cultural performances, and traditional drumming and dancing lessons. I love dancing so much. Unfortunately, my children think I can't dance. But yeah, I used to be a dance champion, you know. The Eco Village is a part of a sustainable tourism effort, which is aimed at conserving the environment whilst providing economic benefits to the local community. So visitors can also learn about the traditional farming, the shea butter production, like I told you, local craft. And Mognori serves as a great example of how community-based tourism can contribute to both the cultural preservation and the environmental sustainability of the town. So the next time, you know, I hope that like you have a special book for Routes and Routes that's bringing you destination stories to life, and then you'll be noting down, you know, the tourist attractions and places that we're sharing with you to check them out.
Well, thank you very much, Priscilla. And this is the Mognori Eco Village. It's actually an amazing space, an amazing place. And it's a true definition of what ecotourism is all about and what community participation is, you know. And I think that these are like destinations that blend in with the local people. You know, so when you visit Mognori Eco Village, it's one of the amazing places in the Savannah region that you would have to, see. And the interesting thing is that while you're there, you get the opportunity of seeing the Moli National Park as well. Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you.
Real. If you haven't seen a real elephant, you know, and you're in Ghana and you're wishing to go to some other country, please, we have so much in Ghana, and we're hoping that the show will inspire you to want to see the whole of Ghana, the beautiful things that we have. So please make it a time.
For the Ghana month on ZFM, we are actually bringing something beautiful, so you need to watch the space for the Ghana month. Trust us. We as ZFM are actually putting something very nice for everybody, and so hey, this is the space to be and the place to be.
To have all the information for Ghana Month. If you are a proud Ghanaian, you want to listen, and you are a tourism and hospitality enthusiast, you want to really listen to Routes and Routes, we bring you, in fact, Nee and I bring you destination stories to life. Yeah.
And so if you're listening to us and you want to connect with us, most especially if you want to share some of your stories with us, your travel stories, you can call us on you can WhatsApp us on 0544321019 or on 0303956641. Or you can actually listen to us online on www.zmultimedia.com, and we will go for a short music break. And when we come back, we would continue with the show and connect with you more.
101.9 FM. You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM. Your lifestyle. Z101.9 FM. You're tuned in to Z101.9 FM. Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
Well, I hope your afternoon is getting more exciting. My name is Nyai Solomon, and I'm doing this with Priscilla
Malwena Wellington, your Power Small Ambassador, redefining customer service and bringing you route and route we need.
Wow. Wow, what an amazing introduction. Well, on the show today, we shall be giving you some travel tips. We actually do have a lot of tips to share with you. I mean, there are times when people would ask questions about, I'm going to travel, what internet do I use? How do I connect from one airport to the other and all of that? Don't worry, man. We got you. We got you
Today.
So we shall be sharing that with you as well. But at 1:30, we shall be connecting with a very, very important personality within the travel and hospitality space. This guy is amazing. I remember the very first time I met him when we had to do some work together. You know, he was like such an amazing gentleman, you know. And we will be connecting with
Even
him.
the name of his name sounds very interesting, like Sam Hugo.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll give us a lot of hugs as well.
Well, the name alone says it all.
He's huge. Yeah.
But don't forget you're listening to Z10.
101.9 FM.
True. Yeah. And this is Roots and Routes.
101.9 FM.
Well, Priscilla and I are actually going to share with you some experiences we've had. We travel a lot. Trust me, we travel a lot. And when it comes to the travel and hospitality space, well, we are huge. So, Priscilla, you tell me, what experience have you had in terms of travel? Like, Charlie, what place have you gone to that you can't forget?
Well, I think you do a lot of the international travels, whilst I do a lot of the local.
We are talking about
but then one of
my
my travel was when I was going to Dubai, and it was my very first time, sitting in business class, feeling G. But when I got to the airport, the airport was so huge, I didn't know where to go. And I was feeling lost. I was feeling nervous.
I know that experience.
And at that time, if I was tech savvy, because everyone was on their phone, they knew where to go. And I'm like,
and the
God help me.
Gates.
God, please help me. Because I didn't want to show that I was a novice and it was my first time. So I'm looking the part, but my eyes were not looking the part. I was really, really getting scared.
I think the thing is that people don't like to ask questions. Even if walk to somebody behind a counter or something and ask, I'm connecting on this flight going here. What do I do? Ask.
I think also, like we'll be sharing today, it's the lack of preparation.
Yeah.
Like you're going to a place that you haven't been to before. these are things that you really need to understand.
Yeah.
But we feel like, okay, once I have my visa, I have my passport, I know where I will be staying, I know where I'm going, that's it.
Let me share an experience with you. So this is my friend Cedric, who has never connected from an airport to another destination before. And so when he was going to, what was he going to? Amsterdam, some place. He was connecting from Amsterdam or somewhere. And unfortunately for him, he, the overlay is 2 hours or so. And he said, oh, Charlie, let me go and buy something and eat and walk around the airport a little. He knew he was going to go through boarding gate 2, let's say, for example. And so when he came back, the gate has changed to gate 5 or something like that. And the time to move from that gate 2 to gate 5 is a long, walk with all that. He got to the place and they had closed the counter.
I've had a client an elderly lady who's missed her flight because she didn't know which boarding gate to go. Then she was sitting there and both going in and coming. I think she was going to, especially when you're going to these Netherlands countries and where you either have to have a bit of Dutch and it's not pure. You see, you need to ask someone. But then again, I think that from an African perspective, the reason why a lot of people, my African people, are scared to ask questions is because of, in the past, the what's the word I want to use?
They think you are copper mator or something like that.
Copper mator, but it's being scared of, recently.
Yeah.
The new way is that somebody is sitting by you. What if you give me drugs? What if you say I should hold some? Because innocent people have had those situations. So it's like, let me mind my business and let me go my way.
We'll talk about it even in our travel tip. But in 1 minute, for me, one destination I cannot forget about is Amejope in the Volta region. I mean, we did a trip to Amejope. Beautiful place, beautiful. It's the highest habitable place in Ghana. And the air, the weather. I mean, it's only in Amejope that you see people wearing jacket and they're wearing jackets and you see that this is Europe in Africa.
This is Europe in Africa. And I think that the place that I went to that really had an impact on me mentally was climbing Afajatu.
Oh yeah, I've done
it. Oh my
twice.
God.
Oh yeah.
But we need to do better at the top there.
Oh my God.
When you're climbing Afajatu, you need mental stamina.
Yeah.
It's at that point you begin to think about your life. And if you decide, should I go back? The walk down is the same as going up, and then you be, am I a quitter? Should I?
Afajatu is no joke.
It isn't. It's no child's play.
No, if you don't have the stamina for it. I remember
it's not just about strength. You need the mental strength.
This brings in memory, my friend who just passed on, Steve Abebiu. We did Afaja and we got to the top of the mountain and we always say, Uncle Steve, we were waiting for him. We waited. Then there he is. He appeared holding a stick. And then we started laughing and said, Charlie, guys, I am going at my own pace. And we said, yeah. At your own pace, it is, And so, it's about that time that we connect with Simon Hugo,
The man with so much hospitality and technology information. His name is, huge.
Yeah. So we shall be talking to Simon very soon. We will be talking about the hospitality space, most especially a lot of the issues that has to deal with tech in the space is one major issue that people have. How do I book hotels online? How do I do all of those things? And so we would want to connect with Simon and then have this conversation. But Simon is a tourism and hospitality professional with over 15 years experience. He is a hospitality trainer. He's also the CEO of Global Destinations and Consult and TravelAfrique.com, consulting for new restaurants and ecotourism projects in Ghana and South Africa. He is a big man. Good afternoon, Simon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Simon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pleasure to have you.
Same here.
So, Simon, we're very excited to have you this afternoon to connect with you to talk about, the technological space within the tourism and hospitality ecosystem. First of all, let me ask you, how are people embracing this whole new phenomenon of technology within the tourism and hospitality space?
Okay, thank you for the question. So, we are in the tech world. The world has advanced so much that technology permeates every aspect of life. So, as much as it will do when it comes to tourism and hospitality. And basically, we are employing technology in the industry to help do the three things: to become a bit more efficient in operations, to enhance guest experience, and then most importantly, to also optimize revenue.
Right.
So, once the world is moving towards tech, every industry, one way or the other, must find a way, or it's evolving such that technology is becoming a very critical part of ensuring that you're successful in achieving the three things I've mentioned.
Right. So let's zero into Ghana and Africa. I know you work within the continent a lot. You travel within the continent a lot, and so within the Ghanaian space, do you think a lot of and I know that you're a strong hospitality person. You train people within the hotel and restaurant space and all of that. Within this particular, within the Ghanaian hospitality space, do you think that a lot of these practitioners are embracing technology within their space, and how effective is it?
So yes. So I'll say yes in a way. Yes means that gradually, like I said, people in the industry are accepting the fact that you need to transform your operations by imbibing some level of technology in the industry. Hitherto, for example, most hotels, the most basic things that you find is the booking engines, so online booking engines. That was the most basic one that most people are using. But over time, like I said, a lot of things have changed. That technology is advancing so much that a lot is being done to enhance basically revenue, and then also get cash. For example, there's AI, which is now helping to understand how customers make decisions. There's a lot of personalized marketing tools that you can use tech to do. You can use AI to do, to model exactly to reach specific clients and specific targets. There are a lot of devices that are used for self-check-ins at hotels. For example, QSLs imbibing tech to make experience a bit more exciting for the guests, so that you just don't go and order. There are devices you can use to order in your palm or your phone, and restaurants are using QR codes. Instead of the normal menu that you go and you take a menu on the paper, you just scan a code and then you just see the menu. So there are a lot of things that have been done in recent times to imbibe technology into the industry and enhance the experience that the guest is getting.
Okay. Sam, thank you so much. I have a question. I want to find out from your lenses, do you think that the hospitality and tourism space have come to the realization of how important the tech is to the growth of their business? Like, do they really have that understanding of how they can leverage on technology and the impact it brings, or we're far away?
We are a bit away. We've not fully understood how important it is to imbibe tech in the industry. Like I said, we are gradually going. For example, a few years ago, I did a research, okay? And I noticed that, for example, just to imbibe e-commerce into sales and marketing, the level of implementation of e-commerce is structured based on the the rating of the hotels. So, for example, if you look at most 5-star hotels, they use cookies, they use hotel search engines, they use SEOs. They invite a lot of e-commerce tools to enhance the guest experience, also to create more avenue for revenue. If you come down to 1-star hotels, the most you would find is just they've been listed on one OT or the other.
Yes.
That's the thing. You wouldn't find them using any chat box.
Nothing else.
Nothing. So, in fact, even until recently, most restaurants that you walk in, you get a normal paper menu that you have in the
Yeah, absolutely.
It's now that few of them, and it's because you see the thing is that in as much as technology helps to raise revenue, there's a cost factor to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes most of these people are also looking at what's the cost involved in imbibing those kind of technologies. But however, the thing is that the benefit that you get in imbibing some level of tech into your industry is far-reaching the cost that you would spend in getting that done. And people must come to a point of understanding that where we are now, you have no other choice than to imbibe tech to its fullest once you're in the industry.
Okay. Sam, my follow-up question is, who's responsible for this? Is it the business owners or the agencies within the industry that needs to imbibe in the understanding of the technology and transfer that to their teams, or is the job of the team, the employees, to know it? Because you go to a place like you're saying, we still have restaurants that are using papers and not even a proper menu where you have the menu in a well-designed pack, but then some even have just on A4 paper, especially within the budget 1-star guest house sort of hotels. How can they have this understanding? Is it the responsibility of the hotel owner to get this understanding, to transfer that to their team, or their team can become technologically savvy and share that information with their owners?
Okay, so I think it takes an integrated approach between the hotel owners, the agencies responsible for the industry, in terms of regulation, and then also scaling down to the staff or to the team members of each institution. It takes an integrated approach. You see, the hotel owners, for the hotel owner, the bottom line is
revenue. That's all.
That's the bottom line. So if you bring any suggestion, he's going to weigh the truth. Okay, what's it going to cost me to introduce this new technology you are introducing that you're bringing on board? Okay, that's basically what they look at, and then what at the bottom line. If you can make a case that, okay, for example, let's implement a VR, virtual reality into our website or into our business. Okay, and you can explain to the hotel owner to understand that this is the bottom line. This is how it helps us to maximize the revenue, get more clients, enhance guest satisfaction. I'm sure that, like I said, every owner looks at bottom line. So if it brings enough revenue so that they understand the concept, understand what they're implementing, I'm sure definitely they're going to go for it. You see, and then regulation in that, you see, there should be effort to drive knowledge about tech in the industry.
Yeah.
And that should be a concerted effort being done right from the top, from GTA right down, so that everybody understands that this tech is available. This tech can be used. This tech can be enhanced.
You know, like Simon, my frustration. For example, how would you have a website and not make the website transactional?
I mean,
in this age,
you'll be amazed. There are a lot of websites, a lot of hotels that have restaurants. They have
websites, and it's not transactional.
That's basically it has to be interactive. Most of that are not interactive. Sometimes it's also cost. You see, they look at the cost. For the 5-star hotels, for example, I mean, they have done that kind of understanding. And if you like, most of them are also chain hotels. So usually they imbibe those tech from the franchise owners or from abroad.
Yeah.
But yes, but if you'd find a normal 1-star, 2-star guest house website, and it's just a normal website that you just go and see. You can book online. If you want to book online, you must go to any of the booking engines to look for them.
Mm-hmm.
And even that sometimes it's not even integrated into their on-site booking system. So you would book online, for example, you'll get there and tell you, oh no, we don't have a booking.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Most of them don't have their rooms on a SiteMinder.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a huge gap. There's a huge gap.
There's a huge gap. I agree.
Yeah.
And I
And the
even
tools are there actually.
yeah, I'm even thinking that even for example within the tourism space, people should be able to book like attraction tickets online. So for example, I'm going to visit Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum, especially if we are gravitating towards cashless society. I'm going to visit Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum with, let's say, 20 people. I should be able to go on the website and just put in my Visa card information, money deducted from my card. There's
the receipt for it.
I have a receipt for it. I just get to the site and just show them the receipt, and then I just do the tour, because for people who work in the tourism space, you can imagine you're sending a tour guide on a tour, and the tour guide is holding like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, because he has to pay the entrance fees every place they go to,
Even the introduction of just POS, even tour attraction having.
No, it's a problem. It's a problem.
It's not there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
So, I think that, I fully support what you're saying. You see, tourism can be consumed right in the palm, right in the palm.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to take your phone and be able to have every aspect of tourism right in your phone or in your palm. You can sit in your house and book a tour, book a car, book a hotel, book a guide. Book an event ticket. Everything should be that. That's a level that we should get such that it makes it easier to consume the tourism product, so that you don't need to have to now. If I want to go to, like you mentioned, museum, I have to get there and I book. But I should be able to do it whilst I'm here, so that when I get there, I just show my ticket and I just enter and then consume the product as it is. That's the level we need to get to, and that's the gap that we have in our system here. If you go to Europe, for example, you can book a train right in your palm. You can sit in your house and plan. You can get to the station, and you can book your train tickets right there, and you don't need to go and join the queue and no.
Or even speak to a travel agent who will take a lot of money from you.
So it makes the tourism and something that should grow because it's easy to consume the product.
Okay, Sam, whose job is it to drive the technology awareness? Is it the hotel and tourism owners or the agency regulators? And how can we get them to have the buy-in to push it?
Okay, so first of all, I think the tourism regulators have a duty and have a mandate to promote tourism and hospitality in the country. It beholds on them to push that agenda. The truth is that most of the players in the industry are not fully aware about the scope of tools you can use. Tech tools you can use in the industry. Yeah. A lot of them, even if they know how to implement it, it's sometimes a problem. It beholds on the
regulators
to be able to get people on board, to teach, to train, to highlight, to expose these tools that people can use. Once people understand that, it can be done through conferences, through exhibitions, through trainings, through media, there's so many ways, so that anybody in the industry understands the tools that are available.
Yeah.
And once they understand the tools that are available, it's easier to use them. It's really easier to use them. For example, you know that there's a self-service kiosk. Yes, that is coming up. Usually in Europe, for example, you'd enter in most of the QSRs in Europe, all have self-service kiosks. You don't need to go and join a queue. You just enter and you'll see the kiosk there, and then you just enter your order, and then you can pay there or actually go and pay. Okay, So it beholds on those who are the industry to introduce those ideas, to teach these ideas, to let people know what systems are available. Once we know what's available, it's easier to do. And also people who are also into tech, it's also their mandate to present those options to the hoteliers and to people in the industry. If you're tech and you have a tool that can enhance experience, can enhance revenue, I mean, you should present it out. And once it makes sense to the hotel owners, I'm 100% sure that they're going to buy into it.
I think that
in the experience and just sorry about that.
That's a great submission. But one of the things that the industry professionals complain about a lot is always about regulatory fees. I feel that because the industry is not so regulated and well educated in the benefit you get from investing in certain things like technology, which we know the impact it will have on the industry, the benefits that it will bring. But the people don't have that understanding. They don't have that education. They don't know the benefit they will get. And so it's difficult for them to invest in. And they are always complaining about service fee. It's why is that? How can we get the industry, both tourism and hotel, to bypass, the complaint of, there's no money? Because I think that the first thing the industry professional look at is how much will it cost. So they can't even go past how much it costs, and then the conversation is ended there. Is it that we're not selling it well? We're not selling the benefits well enough to get their buy-in, or we don't have the education to get their buy-in?
You're right. I think probably we've not fully understood, or we've not really pushed the idea as in the benefits of introducing
to them to be able to buy.
That's the problem. You see, for example, I was in Kenya, I think summer last year.
Yeah.
We're introducing, an online system, and I had a discussion with one of the people there, and there's this online site, I don't want to mention names, which is very popular within East Africa. And you see, and it's basically for booking safaris. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there's no single agency in East Africa that is not signed up to it. However, the cost of signing up is staggering. The cost of day joining is staggering. But they are there because the benefit that they reap from it far outweighs the cost that they are involving, that they incur in being part of that platform.
Yeah.
And it's because they understand what the benefits are getting. They know that, okay, even if I spend, let's say,
X amount,
I'm going to get way more than I'm spending. And so that's basically the whole idea. Once people understand that, yes.
So Simon, finally, we don't have time, but finally, let's talk about reputation management online. How can businesses be able to manage their reputation online? There are times when you get some reviews,
yes,
you get some comments and all of that. That can sometimes go and hurt your reputation and all of that. How do you deal with some of these experiences online?
Okay. So, the first thing is to have either a chat system or a way that guests can always get to you, can always get in touch with you with all the content. And then the other bit is to be responsive to those content. Guests will have content there every single time, but it's how you're responsive to them immediately that they put those content across. And you must always have a team dedicated whose job is to ensure that they respond to guest complaints and guest issues.
ASAP.
But if you are enhancing the experience, you must also respond to their content. You must have a team dedicated whose job is basically to ensure that every review that comes, every content that comes, every suggestion that comes is responded accordingly. And you publish it out there. It should be on any review website. So people can see that, okay, this client raised this issue, all right. But however, you responded.
This is how you addressed it.
You explain what happened, and you address in a way that it brings some sort of level of satisfaction. That's basically how it can be handled.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. We are very, very grateful to you for spending this time with us. It's very
Thank
short,
you.
but very, very informative.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sam, for spending your afternoon with us and educating us.
Thank you for the time. I'm most grateful.
Thank you. We'll take a short musical break.
You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM, your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio. You're tuned in to Z 101.9 FM, your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio.
She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. He's a poor boy, empty as a pocket, but nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. She got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes.
Z 101.9 FM.
Say she's crazy, she got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Well, that's one way to lose these walking blues. Diamonds on the soles of your shoes. She was physically forgotten, but then she slipped into my pocket with my car keys. She said, you've taken me for granted because I please you. Wearing these diamonds.
Well, you're listening to Roots and Routes.
And I could say, ooh.
Well, we're just going to spend the last few minutes to share some travel tips with you.
As if everybody knows.
We are going to talk about some of the very serious issues that you go through when you're about to travel. Like you ask yourself all these many questions.
On the soles of the shoes.
But the background, there's a song from Paul Simons. I really love the song, man. And I'd like to specially dedicate the song to my friend Deli Dochegli. Dr. Deli Dochegli. He is getting married this afternoon. And so, Deli, we wish you all the very best in your marriage. Okay, Priscilla, let's go back to sharing some travel tips with our people.
Yes, listeners, I hope that you took a lot of notes. And I just want to share this quote by Simon Sinek before I share my travel tips with you. It says, change is hard at first. It's messy in the middle and beautiful at the end. Change is hard at first. Messy in the middle and beautiful at the end. So change is constant. We shouldn't be afraid to unlearn and relearn. And in unlearning and relearning, there's going to be a lot of mess. And so the industry professional, let's unlearn and relearn and not be worried about the mess that it will create, because at the end of the day, we're going to have a beautiful, beautiful industry. Now, these are a few travel tips that we want to share if you're coming to Ghana or you're going outside Ghana or you're traveling to any region. In terms of tech, we want you to download an offline map. Use Google Map or maps.me to download an offline map for your destination in case you don't have an internet access.
Yeah.
Now, this is very important, and also back up your documents. So have one of the things that I do is to always email all my documents to myself. so that you can have access to it anywhere. So back up your important documents like your passport, your ID card, your any document that's
your visa insurance,
travel bookings, hotel reservation, just for any eventualities, you'll be covered.
Yeah, and then also for those of you who are wondering, oh, I don't have internet when I travel, you know, I need to be in a Wi-Fi zone to connect to an internet. You have to check roaming and SIM options, such as research local SIM cards or use the eSIM card or the eSIM options like Airalo or Holofly for affordable internet access, you know, and these would really, really be able to help you.
Yeah, and get a universal adapter. So you need a USB, USB-C, so that any point in time that you need to charge your phone, your laptop, your gadget, it's very important to have a universal adapter when you're traveling with multiple ports. That will really save you.
Yeah, especially, you know, when you travel within the Francophone destinations, their ports is different. They don't have Ghana, we have like the 3
pins.
Yeah, they have just 2, and you can be very hot if you don't do that. And then also use travel apps like Google Translate, especially if you are in, like, I struggled a lot recently. I was in a French-speaking country, also transiting, and it was difficult. You have to use Google Translate. And then I use this app. I love it. This app is called TripIt. TripIt would put all your travel itinerary in a very nice place, also remind you of your bookings, of your next travel and all of that. If you've never used it before, try TripIt. TripIt. And then XE currency for currency conversion and all of that. That can be helpful. But what do you do during the trip?
Carry a power bank. Even within, you know that your power bank is like your next Jesus. Please carry a power bank, a portable charger that ensures that your device don't run out of battery whilst you're exploring. Like Nee said, you can be very, very tight.
And then also enable travel mode on travel devices. For example, you can activate airplane mode and use Wi-Fi when possible and save some data and battery when you are traveling, because you're always pressing your phone, taking pictures and all, you need some battery. So all you have to do is that use the travel mode devices on your phone, activate airplane mode, and then use Wi-Fi when possible to save data and battery.
And then last but not the least, take a picture of your luggage. So when you park, whether at the airport or before you leave home, make sure you take a picture of your luggage to ensure that in case you can't find it, it's easy to show it to anyone at the airport or the environment which you lost it, to make it easy to find it.
And if there are some people like my friend Cedric, every free Wi-Fi you go and use. So this one is for people who like to use free Wi-Fi, unless they don't see that. Use secure Wi-Fi. Avoid logging into sensitive accounts on public Wi-Fi. Use a VPN for added security. Make sure that, like Priscilla said, take pictures of your luggage and all, and then use smart luggage tracker like Apple AirTag or Tail, and will help you to track your luggage in real time if you can't sort of find your luggage. And lastly, we shall talk to you shortly about the post trip. What do you do after the trip?
Organize your travel photos so that you don't have unnecessary photos on your app that will take a lot of time, and back up all your memories so that you can relive them and also share that experience with family and friends.
Yeah, and then clear storage and update apps. You know, there are some of you have apps that are on your phone that you're not using and all.
But it's there.
It's there. You know, Charlie, clear them.
And the
unnecessary
screenshots.
apps and all of that. Clear all of them. And then finally, check your accounts, monitor your bank statement and online accounts for any suspicious activity.
Very
because once you travel, you use your Visa card and everything to travel. It's been an amazing
afternoon.
Yeah, it's been an amazing 1 hour. And wherever you listen to us from, this was Roots and Route.
bringing destination stories to life. We want to bring all your imaginary destinations and even the ones that you've been to life for you. And let me not forget, Nee is wearing a fantastic outfit.
Yeah, very beautiful.
So
captain.
colorful.
Yeah.
I wish you could see it. Nee, you're looking good in this,
Thank you,
this
thank you,
outfit.
thank you, thank you, thank you. And so for wherever you listen to us, online and everywhere, we'd like to say a very big thank you to you. Thank you for listening to the show. This is Roots and Route, and we're looking forward to doing live with you somewhere next week. Again, same time between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. You will definitely connect with me, Nia Solomon, and
Priscilla Mawena Wellington, your Power Smile Ambassador, redefining customer service and bringing your destination stories to life with Nee.
thank you very much, and do have an amazing afternoon. And to our wonderful Bernard, who today was a producer, was a DJ, and
Bernard
virtually
has
everything.
an amazing power smile. You know, that beautiful, energetic smile that's infusing the studio.
You're tuned in to Z.
Thank you very much, and do have
101.9
an amazing
FM,
afternoon.
Your lifestyle, leisure, and business radio. Z 101.9 FM.